In this lesson, we'll review an expression of ideas writing question. Question 18, which choice most effectively establishes the main topic of the paragraph? So just to review, about half the questions on the writing section will be standard English conventions. Those are grammar-based questions, punctuation. But the other half, expression of ideas, these are content-based. And here we need to effectively establish a main topic. This is called a topic sentence. We want an introductory sentence. Sometimes it's called a focus sentence. And remember, this is the evidence-based reading. You need a sentence that accurately introduces the evidence that's given. You want a smooth transition. So before we look at the choices, let's read through this paragraph and try to predict it. Now, by the way, I know you haven't read the rest of this paragraph, and it's about Don Kingman and his style of painting. So it's referring to Don Kingman, the painter. His fine brushstroke conveys a detailed street-level activity. A peanut vendor pushing his cart on the sidewalk, a pigeon pecking for crumbs around a fire hydrant, and an old man tending to a baby outside a doorway. His broader brushstrokes and sponge-painted shapes create majestic city skylines with city skyscrapers towering in the background, bridges connecting neighborhoods on either side of a river, and delicately painted creatures such as a tiny, barely visible cat prowling in the bushes of a park. To art critics and fans alike, these city scenes represent the innovative spirit of 20th century urban modernism. So just try to predict it. This is all about the detail that Kingman used in depicting the city. Street level activity, lots of detail, city skylines and skyscrapers connecting neighborhoods. These city scenes represent the spirit of urban modernism, urban city-like. So you need some sentence that accurately introduces the fact that he was able to depict these city scenes. Let's take a look at the choices. Kingman is considered a pioneer of the California School of Painting. You know, this may be true, but we have no idea based on this paragraph. It doesn't talk about that at all, so it's certainly not on point. B, although cities were his main subject, Kingman did occasionally paint natural landscapes. No, this paragraph only dealt with the city. We have no idea about natural landscapes, and if it were introduced like this, we'd have to have some evidence. There's no contrast here. It only listed the city depictions. In his urban landscape, Kingman captures the vibrancy of crowded cities. This looks good, right? Urban, the vibrancy of the cities. This looks good. And let's take a look at the last one. In 1929, Kingman moved to Oakland, California, where he attended the Fox Art School. Obviously, there's no evidence of that. Just keep this in mind. Evidence-based reading. This is what this passage was about, and this will introduce it accurately. So the answer is C.